Hello, everybody. It's Barbara, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. Woohoo! The energies are so intense today. Oh my gosh. We had the start of the new galactic year this week. We've got the opening of the Lionsgate portal this week. Last night in Sauk Center, where I'm at, we had a very, very intense storm. There's all kinds of damage to our town. And I think it's very interesting because of all this intense energy. We get this storm, and the light where I'm recording at is out. The other lights aren't, but this one is. And so I needed to bring the light into the video. So I brought these two selenite lamps and our little praying monk here, and we're going to send out blessings to the whole area. There's still hail in my backyard. All of our plants are damaged. The tree in the backyard has a big split in it, but at least it didn't break and hit either house. But there's a lot of damage in our town, and so we need to bring the light to wherever this storm goes, and to all the people that have already been affected by the storm. So I appreciate any love and light that you can send to anybody hit by any storm all around the world. Having said that, if you're new to Pick a Stack Wednesday, what we do here is we have 3 stacks hidden under boxes. Stack number 1, stack number 2, and stack number 3. Your mission is to think of an idea, an issue, or a question pertaining to your life, a loved one's, your community, or the whole world, and then choose either 1 stack, 2 stacks, or all 3 stacks. Each stack tells a story. Each stack contains an oracle card, 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, and a crystal. And hopefully it will resonate with your idea, issue, or question. So let me put the golden singing bell down, and we will get started. I'm really thirsty because I was outside cleaning up trees and garbage this morning. I had to track down our garbage can because it wasn't where it was supposed to be, and well, half the garbage is gone. Anyway, so let's start with stack number 1. Stack number 1, your crystal is a Herkimer diamond. These Herkimer diamonds are named Herkimer diamonds because they come from Herkimer, New York. And Herkimer diamonds are ascension stones. They help take you to the highest spiritual vibration possible while still being in your physical body. This is great to put on your third eye when you're lying down and meditating. These are strong crystals. They aid in astral travel, can help boost your clairvoyance and clairaudient abilities, and act as powerful amplifiers with other crystals. So if you put this with another one, like let's say you just had surgery and you want to heal quickly, put this with an amethyst to help you heal quicker. You can program this with a positive affirmation and use it before bedtime. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, it's just amazing. Okay, so that is your crystal. And your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot deck. And it is the Knight of Shells. And it's funny because every time I see a pink flamingo, I get hungry for shrimp because, that's why they're pink, because they eat all the shrimp. This is the Knight, also known as the Knight of Water, or the Knight of Cups. This is the Knight that is on an emotional mission. So it's something that's near and dear to your heart. You are the Knight. It's near and dear to your heart. It's not something that you're doing for somebody else. This is something that brings you joy. So if you are on a mission right now that brings you joy, this is the affirmation that, yes, keep doing this. This is the right thing to do. If you're not on a mission that brings you joy, this is an affirmation that you need to start that. And a lot of times, we think about doing it, but we always find excuses not to do it. So here's your excuse breaker. Get her done. Because we're adding a card from the Tarot Grand Lux, and it's the World card. This is card number 21. This is the last card in the Major Arcana. And the last card, the Major Arcana is all about the hero's journey. And the last card is the culmination of that journey. It's the end of the cycle. I almost feel like you're ending one cycle here and you're starting a new one. You're starting as a knight, whereas in the Major Arcana, you start out as the Fool. It doesn't mean you're foolish. It just means you're innocent and young and maybe naive. Well, you're done with this cycle, and now you're going to start a new cycle, but you're wiser, you're smarter, you have skills. You're starting out as the knight this time. And instead of just starting out as the Fool and you don't really know where you're going, you're starting out as the knight on your new mission, your second life, your resurrection. And you've got all this knowledge and wisdom with you. So you're not starting over from scratch. You're starting over from a position way past naive and young and innocent. You already have a base of knowledge. So this is really cool. I think this card was supposed to be first. And it doesn't matter how they're laid out. But you're done with... My guide said it's like this is the 3D world and this is the 5D world. You're done with this 3D stuff and you're starting off in 5D, but you're starting off wiser, with knowledge, wisdom, experience. You're not starting at square one. So whatever this means to you, because this is a general reading, it means, this new part of your life, you're at a really good starting point. And this is going to bring you joy because it's the Knight of Cups or shells. So this is all about being on a mission, but it's going to bring you joy. Sweet. I claim this for mine. And your third card is from the Sacred Spirit deck. And this is card number 9. 9 is also the culmination, the completion. And this says clear and activate, create sacred space. So let's see what the book says about card number 9. It says, let me just hold that closer for you. And I apologize, there's a skylight right over me. Energetic clearing applies to all areas of our life. The collective energy, physical exchanges, psychic information, spiritual contact, and your home or workplace can be very overwhelming if you don't prepare yourself for these levels of interactions. When you are faced with a challenging moment, your energy centers become affected. A to and fro struggle or push and pull factor comes into play as you navigate these issues or interactions. Activating and clearing the energy centers through meditation or chakra balancing will improve your mental endurance. Potential healing can be achieved through yogi practices. Mudras, meditation, and exercise are beneficial to creating energetic balance within the physical body. Currently, you may be feeling emotionally sensitive or hypersensitive to your environment, including weather and atmospheric pollution. I think that's really interesting since we just had this really intense storm here. Right before I started the video, somebody from town called me, and he's going around and helping people clear trees. And so he's seen the whole town, and he said, wow, there's stuff down everywhere. Take positive steps to create an energetically supportive environment and understand the relationship with your higher self. So, one of the things that I remind people about is when you're smudging, don't just smudge an area in your home. Don't just smudge a room. Don't just smudge your home. Smudge yourselves, smudge your home, top to bottom, inside and out. Smudge your vehicles. Anytime you go to a thrift store, an antique store, a vintage store, any kind of store, and you bring stuff home, smudge that stuff. You buy a used vehicle, you better smudge it, because all these things, these physical things, have other people's energy associated with them. So make it your own. Program it so that it's yours. I'm just going to throw this out there that, I bought a used piano at a Goodwill store, and it came with the spiritual piano teacher. He wasn't a real happy guy. So smudging can be a necessity. And cleansing your aura, balancing your chakras, connecting to your higher self. These are all so important these days. All right, so that is stack number 1. If you chose stack number 2, dun dun dun, your stone is desert rose. Desert rose is a type of selenite. And, selenite is named after the moon, Selene, the moon goddess. This can allow you to see the bigger picture, strengthen your decision-making process, help you be more aware of what's going on around you. Meditating with Desert Rose can help you expand your sense of spirituality and increase your telepathic abilities. But it's also good for the skeleton, the spine, decreasing epilepsy and seizures. And it can help clear the energies from other stones, just like selenite can. If you have bone issues, carry one of these on your person. I would put it in a little bag. It's kind of fragile. Just in case, you accidentally crush it. Put it in a bag. Carry it on your person. So that is Desert Rose. I love Desert Rose. It's so pretty. Your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot deck. Oh, and we get the little cutie pie. Look at him. Look at her. This is the Queen of Crystals, also known as the Queen of Earth, Queen of Pentacles. This is the queen. She's very down to earth. She takes care of her people. She is grounded. She is grounded to the earth. So it's interesting because this Desert Rose is all about the moon energy. And now we have the earth here. And she got to be the queen because she did take care of her people, but she can be comfortable where she's at now. It's like you've worked really, really hard to get where you are. Now you can, don't just sit back and totally relax 100%. You still got to help move things along. But you're there. Wherever there is for you, you are there. And we're going to add to that, the Ten of Swords. I know this is Rosie's favorite card. The Ten of Swords with the Queen of Crystals, or the Queen of Earth. Ten of Air. Okay, what I'm getting for the Ten of Air today has nothing to do with swords, really. But it's very interesting that we have all these trees down. We have there's signs down. It's funny, my neighbor's sign, big sign in their yard, went down right away. Mine is still standing. If you can imagine, an intense storm is like a bunch of swords going through your town and just cutting here and there and here and there. It's that wind energy, that air energy that brings about change. So, it's giving my neighbors the opportunity to either get a new sign or repair the one they have, or maybe see that the way that it was sitting wasn't the best way. But this intense air energy brings in change. These are the winds of change. So today, this is not about baggage that you're carrying necessarily. This is about the winds of change. It's so cool because we had the winds of change last night. It started about 4:45 here, and in the morning. I know because I was awake, and the wind was just wild and rain and hail, and just like Mother Nature was so mad, she was just stirring everything up. And you go out and you look this morning and it's not only trees down, but the hail hit all the plants. I have tons of hostas and they are all just, I don't even know the word, emaciated. They look like they'd been through a meat grinder from all the hail. But these are the winds of change. And so the winds of change and the queen of earth, and the moon, this is balance here. This is being grounded. And it's go with the flow with these winds of change. I'm not mad about the fact that I have to get my sign fixed. I'm not mad about the fact that I had to go around and find my garbage can and I picked up all kinds of people's garbage this morning, and I picked up parts of trees, not even in my yard, but in the street and in the churchyard. And there's no point in being mad about it. We all need to just get together and help each other, because the winds of change are here. The Lion's Gate portal is here. And we need to just go with the flow and be comfortable with where we're at. And just go, okay, this is what I need to do today. And then do it. That's not what I was planning on doing today, but it's what needed to be done. So be grounded. Know that you're safe. Mama Earth has you. Your higher self has you. But there's winds of change, and we need to just go with the flow on those winds of change. One of the things I want to point out that in this card today, this 10 of Swords, is he is not being stabbed by any of those swords. They're not stabbing him. They're around him, but he's not being stabbed. And he's got bindings around his wrists, but he's not really being hurt right now. It's almost like he's standing there going, okay, what should I do? He's contemplating. I can move forward. I mean, these swords are all around him, but they're not in front of him. He could just move forward and be out of the way. So go with the flow. Go with the flow. Your third card, your third card is from the Sacred Spirit deck, and it is card number 29, my favorite number. 29 is an 11, which is a master number. And this is open intuition. Seek clarification. Look at that picture. It's pretty intense. There's a lot of eyes there. Card number 29 says, intuition is the inner voice of the soul. Opening our intuitive channels and trusting the messages that we receive can be challenging at the beginning. Not knowing how to interpret these vibes can lead to confusion. For are you really listening, or is it just your imagination? You are already intuitive. People always say, are you intuitive? And I say, yeah, and so are you. And they look at me so funny, but we are all intuitive. Years ago, if my son was crying somewhere, I knew it. He didn't even have to be in the same building as me. I knew he felt sad. Think about the times you have felt, heard, or just known about events or insights about others or places. Those gut feelings are your primary mechanism for this natural base instinct. Over time, you may have always felt there is a force guiding you in life. You may have had a near-death experience or had to face your own mortality abruptly. These moments can trigger a forceful opening that can be challenging to comprehend and understand if you have had no prior awareness of them. There's so many things going on around our world. There's flooding, there's earthquakes, there's volcanoes, there's intense storms like we had here last night. These are meant to wake us up, to shake us up. If you're not awake yet, this is to help you wake up. You may be experiencing unexplained headaches, migraines, or sinus complaints. This area around your third eye and crown chakra is currently stagnant or blocked and needs to be balanced. I can't tell you how many times people have come to me and said, oh my gosh, I wish my headache would go away. Yeah. So right now, you need to learn to decipher this internal guidance. You are receiving messages, but maybe misinterpreting their meaning. Focus on clearing your mind and resetting your psychic antenna. Remain open to receiving signs and messages as you continue to build your skills. One of the things you can do is keep a journal. One of the things I find amazing is when I go back to a journal entry from a year ago or 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and there's something in there and it's like, wow, I've come so far since then, but that was a really good entry. That was a really good event, and that helped me get to where I am today. And it's just amazing, all the little things that happen. And, we forget about a lot of those. So journaling can be very helpful. That is stack number 2. If you chose stack number 3, dun dun dun, your stone is pink calcite. I don't know how pink it's going to look in this lighting, but it is pink. And pink calcite is a stone of the mind because it can heighten mental discernment, analysis, and increase memory and learning abilities. It is also a stone of the heart. And I got to say, it just feels really calming and soothing to have this in my hand right now. It can help you feel the true value of love and help you be more generous. The purifying energy of calcite can cleanse stored low-frequency energy from a room or a body. So this is a really good stone to have to cleanse, even in your vehicle. Use calcite to clear out old or stagnant energy patterns and increase personal motivation and drive. It is also an excellent stone to use for distance healing work because it can amplify the energy that is sent. So you can hold this in your right hand. Your right hand is your sending hand. This is my receiving hand, but you can't have my right hand right now because it's busy. You can also put it on your third eye or your heart if you're meditating or doing healings. But excellent stone. It feels good in your hand too. Excuse me. I'm going to lose my voice today. No, I'm not. Haha. I am divinely healthy. Thank you. Your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot deck, and it is the 8 of Shells, also known as the 8 of Water, or the 8 of Cups. This is represented by the starfish. The cool thing about the starfish is it can lose an arm and it can grow a new one back. So it can lose part of itself, but it doesn't lose itself. The 8 of Shells, 8 is all about abundance. So this card can represent abundance, prosperity. It can represent renewal. We just had our storm. Our town gets the opportunity today to renew itself. And we probably lost a lot of stuff, but we're going to grow that stuff back. Your second card is from the Tarot Grand Lux. Wow, you can't make this up. It's the 8 of Coins, also known as the 8 of Pentacles or the 8 of Earth. We've got 2 8s here, you guys. We've got the 8 of Water and the 8 of Earth. So if we're talking about 8 being the number for prosperity and abundance, we've got all the material abundance we could possibly need. And we've got the abundance of happiness and joy. So I'm not saying money brings happiness, but in this case, all these physical things will find us joyful. This is a general reading, so I'm not really sure how to interpret this, specifically for you. Hopefully this resonates with whatever question you asked or whatever issue you brought up. But this is such a good pairing. I can't even explain. This is amazing. It's 2 8s. It's earth and water. It's earth and moon. It's balance. It's so many good things coming to you. like a renewal. Earlier I was talking about a resurrection. This is like your second chance. All these good things are coming to you. All you have to do is say, yes, universe, thank you. I am ready to receive. So we're going to add to that a card from the Sacred Spirit deck. And it is Sacred Divinity, card number 30. There are two paths ahead. There are two paths ahead. So let's see what the book says about card number 30. Embracing your sacred divinity is honoring the divine feminine and the divine masculine that resides within you. Every person shares both aspects of divinity. These are not stereotypical versions of what it means to be female or male. The divine feminine incorporates aspects of unconditional love, compassion, and gentleness, but these are also qualities of the divine masculine. Having expanded our intelligence and consciousness, human beings are no longer critical survivalists. We have evolved and adapted as a collective group. With growing intelligence and awareness, human beings, regardless of gender, can achieve these divine qualities. Men are able to embrace these inner, gentler qualities, and women, outward qualities of strength. Connecting to our divine self is to align with the divinity of Source. Divine balance occurs when these dual aspects are in harmony within the body, resulting in a feeling of wholeness. Currently, distortion of the divine feminine and masculine may have occurred within you. You may be feeling highly analytical or overly emotional. Now is the time to address this issue as you are weighed down with imbalanced energies. You may feel emotionally disconnected from either the masculine or the feminine side. So right now you are being asked to honor the sacred divinity that exists within you. Expressing the divine traits of creativity, expression, gentleness, confidence, and strength is what is required now. Feel the beauty and love that is uniquely you and honor it. Give yourself a special gift to remind you of this inner journey and how much you care about your divine self and well-being. Connecting to and creating a strong sisterhood or brotherhood is fantastic, but you must remember that you radiate with energetic duality. If you find yourself ignoring or judging this side of yourself, ask yourself what you are hiding. Identify these qualities without judgment and work on healing or balancing these aspects. And this is so important because we need to embrace both sides of ourselves. Yes, I am female, but I also need to be acknowledging the divine masculine inside myself. And I've spent years doing that. I embrace both sides. You know, I bring home the bacon and I cook it. I've worked on cars. I make things smell good and look pretty. I've got this really good balance. I can be creative with my right brain and analytical with my left brain, but I don't spend all my time in either place. I make sure there's a balance, and we all need to do that. We're not just one. We are the duality. We are. And we need to embrace that. And we've got that earth and water as well. So today's cards, the theme is all about balance, having that balance. Not just within ourselves, but within our communities, within our groups, within our families, and within the world. We need to accept ourselves the way we are and love ourselves the way we are. That way we can love other people. You can't love another person until you love yourself. Not truly. Okay, so that is stack number 3. Thank you for listening to this video or watching this video. I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you for sending all the people in the path of the storm lots of love and light. We're fine. And we are sending everybody blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because you are worthy and you deserve all of it. Have a beautiful day, my wonderful soul family. I love you. Mwah.